What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, as you can see, I'm experimenting with something a bit different with the camera and the backdrop. This may not last, but I'm doing this solely because today I'm going to be doing my room tour. Bear in mind, this is just a bedroom. It's nothing special. I've had some people request it, so why not do it? So let's get on with the video. So we walk in. So this room is in the roof of the house. It's a loft conversion. As you can see, it's fairly sizable. Do a quick panorama, I suppose. Quick panorama round to the door where we came in. So start this wall. I've got some art up here. I've got this really cool X-Men movie artwork. I can't remember the artist's name because it doesn't tell you in actual writing. It's only got a signature. But this was £25 and it was 400 of 600. Well, I think it's just an awesome painting. So that's that. You go down here. Now, say what you will about this movie, Godzilla 98. I think it's a damn fun monster movie. Not very good Godzilla movie, of course. But this poster is one of my favourite movie posters of all time. I think it looks awesome. I had to get a poster of it and I had to have it on my wall. It's a complete lie. He's not that big in the movie, but I digress. You move up. The first tile here is my previous band I was in for about 7 years, Alteration. That is the album cover of the album I recorded on with them. So I kind of wanted it to be pride of place, like on my wall. As you go down, you've got Akira, one of my favourite films of all time, not just animated, but otherwise it's just one of the best films of all time. Critters, you know how much I love Critters. Yeah, so probably my second favourite movie ever. So I had to get some Critters artwork on there. Recently got this from my local Cineworld after seeing the Batman, and I think it looks absolutely spectacular, so I had to get that framed and put on the wall. Moving along to this one, and this is a band from the 80s called Purgatory. They were the predecessors from the heavy metal band Isturf, and it's signed from multiple members of the band. This was sent personally by the guitar player. He sent me this as a personal gift. I used to do a podcast about Isturf, and I got in contact with some awesome people that were integral to that band's history, and this is what one of them sent me, and it's really amazing. I love it. It's pride and place in the centerpiece of my wall. Absolutely love it. Going down, now these are the two guys I met when I went to America. They are from Purgatory. Gene Adam on the left, he is the vocalist. And as you can see, I'm a tiny dude amongst giants in this photo. I love this photo. I think it's one of my favourite photos ever. And on the right you have Bill. He is an absolute giant, if you can't tell. He's massive. These guys are two of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. They are absolutely wonderful. I travelled halfway across the world to meet these guys in America, and they made me so welcomed me into their house. You know, showed me around Florida. It was an amazing experience. I cannot thank these two guys enough. They are amazing people. They come from an amazing band. So yeah, the band's not together anymore, but they did do a recording in 2018 called Purgatory. So go and check out that music if you fancy some heavy metal. Moving along, this is me with Isturf rhythm guitarist John Schaefer. This is during his side project, Demons and Wizards, during their tour in 2019. This was awesome to meet him there. Yeah, that was an awesome day, awesome show as well. Demons and Wizards are an incredible heavy metal band, and that was a wicked show in Brixton, in London. Going down here, obviously you have the lady of the hour. You have Soph. Me and Soph in one of our favourite photos, and this was a Christmas present from Sophie's mum. So big thanks to Sophie's mum. This is amazing. I love that photo so much. Moving along, we have a a portrait of me, but I've been zombified. Now this comes from Eerie Illustrations. During lockdown, she usually is a tattooist, but obviously during lockdown she couldn't actually do what she makes a living doing. So she was basically offering people, you know, to send in portraits for a set fee, and she'll zombify them. So I sent one of me pointing at the camera, and she zombified me. And I cannot get over how incredible, how unbelievable talented this person is. Unbelievable. It's insane. I can look at this all day and just my mind keeps melting. And I probably will turn into a zombie at some point. But yeah, this is awesome. I love it. Big thanks to Eerie Illustrations for that. Moving up, we have the Isturf debut album, Isturf, signed by John Schaefer and Gene Adam. This is a reimagining of their original artwork. So this was produced in 2020. Brand new artwork. This album came out in 1990. This artwork celebrates their 30 years of this album, which is amazing. I absolutely love it. I had to frame it, and yeah, that's why that's there. Going down, we've got a bit of Godzilla on here. One of my favourite Godzilla movies ever, Godzilla vs Mechagodzilla. I wanted this artwork on it, but with these tiles you can't get the whole poster in, so I settled for making sure I get Godzilla and Mechagodzilla in shot, and with Godzilla's name there as well, so that's pretty cool. Moving down, we have more Isturf stuff. This is pretty much my favourite album of all time. Isturf, Something Which There Comes. So that is that. Absolutely love this album. One of the best metal albums ever, if not the best metal album ever, in my opinion. If I back up, you can see the whole wall. I just think it looks amazing. I'm really happy with my wall. I think it looks great. Moving along, the same wall. We're on the same wall here. We have my record player and my vinyl collection. As we move down quickly there, as you can see. What's on top here? Oh yes, it's a very relevant thing in terms of movies. This is the Enter the Dragon soundtrack on vinyl. I absolutely adore this movie, and the soundtrack is just takes me back, man, to when I was a teenager. And actually, basically, I was obsessed with Bruce Lee at the time. Big shout out to Ryan from Let's Get Kicking Movies for finding this in a charity shop, picking it up for me and sending it my way. I really do appreciate that, Ryan. Thank you so much for this. I absolutely love this soundtrack and I absolutely love this movie. If anyone wants to know, this is my record player. It needs a bit of a dust, but I digress. Audio Technica 80 LP60. It came with speakers as well, we'll get to those in a second. So if you're looking for a beginner, for a like entry-level turntable that actually sounds great, this is a really good record player that I really recommend. We've seen that. As we move along, I've got a massive wall scroll for Son Goku from Dragon Ball. I'm a massive Dragon Ball fan, so that's why this is there. You also got up top here 2 little plushies of Goku and Vegeta from Dragon Ball Super in their Super Saiyan Blue forms, which I think are adorable. I love those plushies. So we come down here, we get more of a display here as well. We've got 2009 remake Jason Voorhees, because he's the best Jason in my opinion, portrayed by Derek Mears. I absolutely love this figure. Comes with a machete, but I've got it sheathed. Absolutely amazing figure, worth every penny that I paid for it. Moving along, we've got the Criterion Collection Godzilla Showa collection there on display. I have the discs elsewhere, but we'll see that in a second. I've got the helmet from Doom Eternal, the video game. Absolutely love the Doom games, they're amazing. Obviously I've got a amazing statue of Son Goku from Dragon Ball Z in Super Saiyan form. As we move down, we have a Dragon Ball from Dragon Ball, and we have this amazing Godzilla pop. Big shout out to Jamie Powell for buying this for my birthday last year and sending it my way. Amazing gift from an amazing dude. So Jamie, a big shout out to you for this. I still love this. It's pride of my collection. I absolutely love this pop vinyl. As we move across, we've got some little trinkets here. We've got this awesome Batman and this cool little kind of spider ham. Shout out to Phil 4K Baker, or I think he's called Blu-ray Phil now. I get confused. But yeah, shout out to Phil for sending them my way. I've also got Venomized Daredevil, which I think looks absolutely kick-ass. And we've got the T-Rex from Jurassic Park. Moving along, I've got a Skeletal Remains flag there. They're kind of American death metal. Absolutely love them. They're fucking awesome. and I think if you're into your death metal in general, I think you should check them out. Get into my TV. I'm just playing some generic 4K, generic 4K kind of play this thing, you know, demo thing, just to have on in the background. It's an LG TV. I couldn't tell you what model it is, but it's about 6 years old, 7 years old now. Could do with a new one, but nothing's wrong with this one. So I digress. We move down. Got a little poster of In Flames there, great band. I've got an Xbox One X, which I play my games on. I've got a VHS player, Sony VHS player, VCR. This can play both PAL and NTSC tapes, so it's completely covered for me to basically import what I want on VHS. As we move along here, I've got my 4K player. This is a LG player. It is a modded LG player. It is a multi-region Blu-ray as well. It has the ICOS chip inside, which is really cool because now I can just import what I want as well. So VHS and Blu-ray and DVD is pretty much covered for my collection in terms of getting them anywhere in the world if I want to. So that's that. We're going to move down to here. This is my little Godzilla Shrine. You can see I've got some figures in here. I've got 74 era Godzilla, 62 era Godzilla, the 2019 Godzilla. And in the back, you might be able to see him, you might not, is King Kong, but it's a bit in shadow. But I digress. You've got his little Lego, custom Lego Godzillas, which I absolutely love. This one here is like Burning Godzilla, absolutely love it. And I've got this awesome mug, which Sophie got me. Absolutely love it. It's awesome. One of the most iconic images from that first Godzilla 1954 movie. These are the speakers from the record player that I have, Audio Technica speakers. They are great speakers as well. Moving along, we have more Godzilla. This is like the bulk of my Blu-ray and DVD collection for Godzilla. We have the Eastern Eye Godzilla sets. These are amazing Australian imports. I recommend everyone picking them up. It's not the complete movie franchise, it's the majority of them, and I will kind of argue that what they miss out isn't too bad, but they do miss quite a few out, but these are still definitely worth picking up. I've got the awesome 4K Cine edition of Godzilla 2014. If you know me, you know I absolutely adore this movie. It's a 10 out of 10 monster movie for me, in my opinion. It's an amazing Godzilla film. If we go through these, so I've got Godzilla 98 there on Blu-ray. These are all from the Criterion Collection, but I've put them in their own cases and was able to get custom art printed out for them. I just think they look great now, all individual in their own cases. And then you've got the Toho Collection double features, which I've shown on the channel before recently with my pickups as such. As we move down, oh god, I'm tired, guys. This is tiring. I've got some Jason Voorhees Friday the 13th stuff there. But this is the bulk of my premium collection from H&V. The Omega Man, Logan's Run, The Shining, Gremlins 2, King Kong, Excalibur, Jason and the Argonauts, Clockwork Orange, A Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, the Valley of Gwangi, Clash of the Titans, 1984, Kroll, 2001, Space Odyssey, Innocent Blood, and Top Gun. As we move along, this is the bulk of my Anchor Bay collection. Really happy about that. Really happy about my Anchor Bay collection. I absolutely love this label. I think they put out some great DVDs for the time. As we go down here, we get more Anchor Bay releases. Sleepaway Camp, Wes Craven collection. And it moves into my 101 collection. A very small 101 collection. But I wanted to get some of the Black Label releases and that Silent Night, Deadly Night box set, which I absolutely love. Moving along, we've got some more Anchor Bay stuff. The Scanners box set is incredible. Those Masters of Horror box sets are really great if you want some really good horror shorts from really top horror directors. And then we've got the two Box of the Bands box sets, which are great box sets. And then we've got a film called Undead, which I've not seen yet. This is going to be difficult to get here. Moving here, just going to do a quick run through Xbox games, some DVDs, random DVDs, Star Trek box sets, more TV in that box sets, and my VHS are down there, clothes are in there. That's all you need to know. Right, composure. We're getting to the... See, my room's got a bit of a weird shape where I haven't got the best in terms of like room for stuff. So my TV kind of butt heads with my collection a little bit. But on this shelf, I've got at the top my Dragon Ball collection. I absolutely love Dragon Ball. I think it's one of my favourite animated properties of all time. And as we go down, we get my 88 films collection. There are some other titles in my 88 films collection that I just haven't got on the shelf there, but that's the bulk of it there. And as we move down to the shelf, it's all Arrow video. So you start from like 16 Candles through to Jello collection. You go down to this shelf here. Going down to this shelf, and you've got stuff. Heathers, Candyman, as such, it goes along. And as you go down to this shelf, you have the box sets. So I've got like Fear and Living in Las Vegas, Cat of Nine Towns 4K, Donnie Darko, the 2 Gamera box sets, RoboCop, House, the Die Margin trilogy right at the end there, the complete Sartana collection, etc, etc. And as we go down there, these are the bulk of my like big horror franchises. So you've got my Halloween box set from Midnight Classics. You've got the Scream Factory Friday the 13th box set, the Scream Factory Critters box set, the individual Spanish bootleg Critters Blu-rays, as well as the Critters Attack Blu-ray from the UK, and a custom bootleg of Critters A New Binge, which I think is great. I'm so glad to have that in my collection. And I've got the 2 Day of the Dead, the 2 Dead movies on Arrow window editions at the end there. But then you've got all the Chucky movies as well, including the TV series, which is also a bootleg, but I digress. As we step back, we come down to my CD player, which I barely use. But on top of the CD player, we've got some little friends. We've got Ninja Turtles, Raphael, Donatello, Michelangelo, Leonardo. You've got some pops in the background there. You've got Raiden from Mortal Kombat. 60s era Batman. And you've got Iron Man. And then you've got Trunks from Dragon Ball and Super Saiyan 4 Goku as well. As you move down, I've got my CD player. It's like an all-in-one player. It's pretty decent. I don't really use it for CDs anymore. But most importantly, I've got my tape deck because I love retro audio. And I've got some old school early 2000s PC speakers hooked up to those as well. So that's that. As we move back, we come to my main wall, which is like the chimney breast. It's almost like the centerpiece of this of my room. So I've got a Isturf tour poster, which is signed by the band. So this was in 2011. It was my first ever Isturf show, and my parents got me VIP tickets, and it was one of the best nights of all time, in my opinion. As we go down, I've got a really cool Dragon Ball artwork framed there. As you move along, I've got a Isturf test pressing of their second album, Night of the Storm Rider, signed by John Schaefer. That was a personal gift from John Schaefer, who is the rhythm guitarist and leader of the band. Really unbelievable to actually receive that from him. It's one of my most treasured possessions, definitely. As we move along over to this kind of corner, we've got kind of the 2 little Compare the Meerkat plushies. This is when they're back in like 2015, 2016, when they were promoting the Batman v Superman movie, and they were giving these away if you basically bought car insurance from them. But I found them on eBay, and I just think they look awesome, so I picked them up. I've got a vast pop vinyl collection up the top there. As you can see, Godzilla, the Cyber Demon from Doom, Mum-Ra, Lion-O, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Vegeta, Goku, Cell, Super Saiyan, God Goku. I love those. And then you've got my Malignant Steelbook, Malignant VHS, a bunch of my Steelbooks, my 4Ks here, and some just other Blu-rays. As we move along, we've got the Decline of Western Civilization collection, which I've not watched yet, but I've heard it's pretty decent for a documentary about the 80s and, you know, punk and metal and stuff. We've got like stuff like Return of the Living Dead 3, which is a brand new pickup, which I've only just got today, to be fair. Really want to see, I love the Return of the Living Dead franchise, so I had to get that on a Vestron video Blu-ray. And I've got a bunch of indicator titles. And I've got my Midnight Factory titles there as well. I've got these cool little ducks that are kind of like a little gimmick little duck in the bathtub. So I've got a Doom Eternal one. And as we move over to this, we've got Reagan from The Exorcist as well. This has got more 4Ks on this shelf. And you've got some, I've got some of my Rika titles there. Mothra, Night of the Creeps, Shogun Assassin, House and Fright Night. As we move along, you get to meet Steve. He is just chilling out in the corner here. I absolutely love this this puppet for Critters. It is one of my favourite items in my collection. I absolutely love it. Named him Steve because I thought it'd be hilarious. And yeah, his face is definitely a Steve. No offence to any Steves out there. You probably can see Baymax sticking his head in over there, being nosy. Then we've got Stu, the other little crate that I've got. I've got a little Megatron pop behind him, but you can't really see it very well. As we come down, you have basically my entire Godzilla VHS collection with some little pops and little figures there as well. As we come down this side, I've got some more 88 films there, and just some other, mostly box sets behind there. And just some random titles here, like some anime, and just some random titles that I had nowhere to put. And then this little cubby hole has all my anime DVDs in, well, the majority of my anime DVDs anyway. I love some anime if it's good. And then this one has my Gamera Complete Collection Collector's Edition from Arrow, and all my Farscape DVDs box sets as well. And over there in the little corner I have my CDs, or what is left of my CDs. Don't really care for them that much. I might actually get rid of some of them. As we move back around here, we've got a little table with my controllers and remotes and stuff. We move over to the actual desk where the stuff happens. Guys, honestly guys, I'm knackered. No one told me it'd be this difficult. I've got to have a cup of tea for the working man. Right, where we? Oh, yeah, that's right, we're here. Right, so this is Simon, my other crate that I have. Picked this up really cheap on eBay for about £25. It came from China. It's very cheap feeling, but I kind of love it. I think it's just really cool. That's my microphone. What is my microphone? These are a good dust though. Fucking hell, it does. That's an Audio Technica microphone, what I use for live streams when I do live stream. This is the camera I use for live streams. This is a Logitech. Probably one of the better ones. What number is it? I don't know. It's really good though, really good. I have 2 lights there, which light up, give me better lighting for my videos. I've got my little preamp there for my microphone. Pretty good little setup. I've got a stripe there, little head knocker. The head knockers are pretty cool. And my computer's under there. Those two boxes right there are subscriber mail that I've not sent yet, so apologies on that front. There's my glasses, because daily I wear glasses all the time, but not in my videos because sod that. As we come round, I've got some pictures that mean a lot to me. Me and my little nephew Connor when he was like very young, and then me and my dad when we was in Florida. One of the last holidays with my dad before he passed, which that holiday means more to me now in retrospect than it ever did when I was on holiday, to be fair, which is something, I suppose. And we've got this cool little piece of art that my sister got me for Christmas, where they've basically superimposed me, my dad and my nephew Connor, and they've basically drew us in as a one picture together. It's 3 generations. And I think it's amazing. I love it to pieces. We move over to this. Now, I'm not going to open these cabinets because one's got a ton of shit in it that you don't really want to see. The other one's got clothes in. So, without boring you, we won't look at those. This is a bit of a mess, this part, but I digress. That is my little kind of like Dragon Ball shrine, because I fucking love Dragon Ball. One of my favourite things ever, like I said. That's my dad's. That's my favourite photo of him, and I keep that there. Behind him is my entire Isturf music collection, DVDs, CDs, everything they put out I've got over there. Cool little Batman cup with a little kind of figure on top. I got that from Cineworld when I went to see the Batman. And we come down, we've got this cool cat racing car model. When I was a kid, I collected cars for some reason, and we were going through some stuff to get rid of, and I still like this so much that I thought I'd keep it. Going along, we have Raphael there. This is a cool Japanese exclusive figure. I think it's by Bandai, I think. Really cool figures. I've got a book called Wicked Words and Epic Tales, another Isturf related book. And then we've got the Revenant from Doom. And it needs a good dust, but I digress. And behind him we have a cool little plushie of a Godzilla there. And then we come back and we're back where we started. So that is it, guys. That is the room. Nothing special, like I said, but I think I'm still pretty happy with what I was able to do with it. So that is the video, guys. Let me know what you thought of my room. I'm pretty happy with my room as it is. Anyway, guys, that will be that for this video. Let me know if you like these kind of videos and you want to see more kind of walking about videos. Maybe I can do a video while I go for a walk or something and actually change the scenery rather than seeing this backdrop every time I do a video. It's up to you guys. Let me know. As always, guys, I've been Jason. If you like what you see on this channel and would like to see more, there probably is going to be another video, as always, that will pop up right about here. Give it a click, give it a watch, give it a like, and maybe subscribe. I'll see you next time.